Saw dudes! Welcome to another Operator How-To. Today we're going to show you how to stay in silver through promoting a toxic atmosphere that attempts to place the burden of responsibility equally upon your teammates, thereby diminishing you. Wait. Oh, that was the last video, my bad. Just kidding, guys. We PG rated now. Just kidding, guys. We're PG-13 rated now. We're Pirates of the Caribbean. A fun, action-filled adventure you can enjoy with your family. Just kidding. We're still R-rated, I guess. We're more like John Wick. A fun, action-filled adventure you can enjoy with your family. Buck is a Season 1 DLC operator. Without the Season Pass, he costs 25k renown. That's a lot of renown for those of you who don't have it, so I'm going to try to help you make a well-informed decision here. Buck's gadget is an underslung shotgun attachment that acts like a breaching tool. It has a very high breaching spread and gives him a lot of movement and coverage flexibility. The shotty is also a strong weapon in and of itself against enemies. Wall bangs are pretty satisfying when you get them.
Prize, motherfucker!
Buck's primary weapons consist of the C8 Safe for Work assault rifle and the camera's DMR. The AR has okay DPS, but a very large amount of kick. The cameras will usually down opponents in 2, if not 3 shots. It's not a particularly bad gun, but if you're trying to get extra sweaty, I wouldn't recommend it for a couple of reasons, and before you get triggered, let me explain. 1. Since Buck's job entails breaching, he'll find himself in close proximity to the enemy team quite often. There are going to be plenty of instances where an enemy will just be out of range for the shotgun to be effective, whereas the AR will be useful. Trying to fight Mira with her Vector at close-medium range with a DMR can be very difficult. There are also going to be a lot of instances where you'll breach floors and ceilings that are supported by metal beams. Trying to get kills with a semi-automatic with these things in the way can sometimes be a little finicky. This is just my opinion though. I can understand how the high recoil of the C8 would drive most away. If you're going to use the cameras, your obvious attachments would probably be ACOG and a muzzle brake. Buck's frag grenades also come in handy for routing out campers. I don't see why you'd pick the stuns over him, honestly.
No one's in closet. Closet's safe.
Now as for the AR, the thing has a lot of recoil, and a lot of players in ESL seem to agree. It's not uncommon to see Buck's AR with a hollow or a reflex sight. I'd recommend either a flash hider or a muzzle brake since you should be firing this thing in bursts anyway. Try to avoid spraying, because if you do, unless you've been practicing this thing's recoil pattern a lot, the spray is just going to be too much for you to handle. The ACOG isn't impossible to use, and it works for some people. When you first start playing them though, I would recommend a close range optic to kind of get used to it. So, now you've spent 25k renown on a breaching operator when you probably already have Sledge or Ash. What's the point? Did you make a good purchase? I'd say yeah. He's not a bad attacker to have in your rotation, but I'm not going to be upset if we don't have him on the team. More often than not, a well-played Buck is part of a strategy, and he needs to be suited to the map and the site that the defenders choose. An example of a determining factor in ESL teams bringing a Buck along or not is whether the ceiling above the objective can be breached with his shotgun. Often ESL teams will have that one guy who can play Buck, and they'll execute a certain strategy with him. Their line of work is dangerous, and it often entails getting up close and personal with the enemy team. Breaching near the objective is very easy to follow up with the C4 or Roamer's pre-fire. But what Buck does for himself, he also does for his teammates. One thing he can do really well is make murder holes to wash the diffuser. He's also very useful to assist during pushes. An enemy that has to deal with angles all around them will find it difficult to return fire on a Buck breaching the ceiling above them. This can also have serious ramifications for your team though, because if you're able to shoot the enemy through the ceiling, when you get to the objective, the enemy can shoot you through the ceiling as well.
He's gotta get guarded, Fabian though. Oh, he's gotta get spotted, Kanto! There's no time remaining! Pengu can't do anything here. He's gonna get spotted, and Kanta Raketti, are you kidding me? From the top side.
My general advice to you when playing Buck is to make your teammates' jobs easier. Make it easier for them to get into the OBJ. Make it easier for them to cover the OBJ from defender rotates. And help your teammates push by attacking the enemy from unsuspecting angles. Just be mindful of roamers. Knowledge of the map is very useful with him too. Depending on where the OBJ is located, for instance, on border, if the defenders pick armory, you can buck out the floor below it and take out any shotgun boxes or Comcast routers they have on that reinforced wall. If you spend some time watching map guides, I guarantee you'll pick up a few useful tricks. I'm not the kind of dude to run Buck every single round that I play. I think of him more as a situational character, but the situations in which he's useful are very, very noticeable. And that's all you really need to know about Redbeard. I hope you guys found the video entertaining and helpful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. It really does go a long way. Vote for the next operator to be covered in this series in the poll in the description. And don't forget to tune into the live stream this Saturday at 5 Eastern. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces!